Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to tell you guys a story. Now, I made a video like this a while back and I got a lot of positive feedback from you guys, and you guys commented how you want to see more of this, more of me telling stories. So today, I am going to tell you the story of my worst Starbucks customer encounter. Now, to give a little background information, I worked a couple years at Starbucks when I was in college. You guys know whenever you work at a food place or a drink place or a coffee place, you interact with customers 24/7, and especially at a coffee place, you interact with really wonderful customers early in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a wonderful story of a Starbucks customer, but before I do, it's time for story time. The time where I tell you a story. Alright, so one fine sunny morning at Starbucks, I was working the lobby. So when we say we're working the lobby, I'm working like the front where the cashier is. I'm taking care of people coming in, and there's another person working at the bar, which is they're making drinks, and then other people working at the drive-thru. Well, I had the wonderful experience of serving a customer that walked in through the doors. It was an older lady coming in. She had this bright red lipstick, eyes be popping. She walks up to the register. I say, "Good morning, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?" She was like, "I want a venti coconut milk vanilla latte." I was like, "Awesome, okay. Can I get anything else for you? Like a croissant or a cookie?" And she's like, "No, that's it." And I was like, "Okay, awesome." So I put in the order. I say, "Your total's $5.60 or however much it was." And she gives me her money. I take it, I give her change back, and I'm like, "Would you like a receipt?" And she's like, "Yes." So I was like, "Okay, print out the receipt." Gave her the receipt. As I gave her receipt, she like yanked out of my hands and she went psst, and was like studying her receipt. Okay, this is weird. Usually customers just take the receipt and just walk away and go wait for their drink. And she was like studying this for a solid minute, and then she looks at me with her eyes be popping, and she's like, "You charged me too much." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You charged me too much." And then, no, that's the price. I didn't charge you for anything else." And she's like, "Why is it 60 cents extra?" And I was like, oh, because you ordered coconut milk, and usually when you order soy milk, coconut milk, almond milk, there's usually an upcharge." And she's like, "Well, no, that's not how it's supposed to be." And I was like, yeah, it kind of is. We've always done that." So she just sits there for a minute, and the guy who's making her drink at the bar hands her drink, and she takes it and she's like, "Well, what about my moo-moo milk?" "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Well, where's my moo-moo milk?" I look over at the guy at the bar and I was like, "What is she saying?" He's like, "I don't know." I was like, your moo-moo milk?" And she's like, "Yes." "Where is my moo-moo milk?" "You mean your regular milk?" "Yeah, my moo-moo milk." What in the flip nog is she talking about? It finally registered through my brain that she just didn't want her venti coconut milk vanilla latte. She wanted an extra cup of this so-called moo-moo milk, which is regular milk, 2% milk that we usually put in our drink. And I was just like, what in the world? I have never had anyone be so angry about an upcharge on milk and how they want moo-moo milk. So I look over at the guy working at bar and I'm like, I did not know what to do. For a solid 5 minutes, I am standing there trying to explain to this lady that when you order soy milk, coconut milk, or almond milk, we do an upcharge because it's like we're substituting the regular milk for the more expensive milk. So there's gonna be a 60-cent extra upcharge for that. And she just looked at me and she's like, "No, I need my moo-moo milk." Oh dear Heavenly Father, this lady is not leaving till she gets her moo-moo milk. I try nicely explaining it to her again. At this point, I was so frustrated. And guys, if you know me, like, I usually do not get angry or frustrated that easily. It takes a lot in me to get to that point. And I'm usually a pretty happy, joyful worker. But this fine morning, this lady was ticking me off. I was like, what in the what? I didn't even know what to do. I was just like, how can she not understand what I'm saying with the milk and the substituting? I mean, do you guys know what I'm talking about? I was like, am I the only one? I looked over at my friend who was working bar. I was like, do you understand what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I don't know what to do. And I was like, oh my gosh, this lady is not leaving till she gets her flippin' moo-moo milk. So I just had it. I was about to just leave and walk in the back and just, I don't know, throw something. Luckily, the guy at the bar who made her drink was like, I'm just gonna give her milk. So he takes a small cup, pounds it on the counter, opens the 2% milk, pours it in a cup, and hands it to her. And she looks at him, takes it. She does not say a word. She just takes it. And one part I forgot to say, at the beginning, whenever I rung her up, she put a tip in the jar. This is what really made me angry. She took her moo-moo milk and her venti drink and was like, I'm going to take my tip back. She took her tip, put it in her pocket, and walked out the door. I'm pretty sure there was steam coming out of my head and ears. My friend could tell I was super frustrated because she was just so mean to me. So I walk in the back and I just start washing dishes. I'm like, I gotta cool down, man. And later my manager walked in, I told him what happened, and he's like, oh, you know, if a customer is like that, no matter how hard you try to explain, we just always have to make the customer happy. So at the end of the day, we gave her what she wanted. She obviously was not satisfied because she took her tip out of the jar and rudely walked out of the store. I've never been that mad in my life, and I've never have dealt with a customer like that before. That was like my first time experience of like a really sincerely rude customer who just was not gonna leave the store until she got her moo-moo milk. I cooled off, I went back out, and I was fine. I recovered. It's okay. And honestly, that experience did make me stronger, and it made me more ready for customers who were going to be rude like that, since that was like my first time really rude customer. There's not really more to that story, just that still till this day, it still kind of infuriates me, but then also I laugh about it, especially when I tell the story to my family, because we always talk about my Starbucks experience with the moo-moo milk lady and how she just was dying to have her moo-moo milk and would not leave the store until she got it. Next time you go to Starbucks, please, please, for the love of God, do not ask for moo-moo milk, because that will really set people off. Anyways, guys, that is my story. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, you guys should, and join the family. If you want to see more videos like this, comment below. I love you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace and blessings.